Here's a question we don't ask ourselves very often. Is more power better? Yet that's something we pondered during the launch of the all-new 10th generation Honda Civic, at which we drove both the new base 2.0-liter engine and the more powerful 1.5-liter turbocharged 4. At the end of the day, there was no clear-cut answer as to which version is best. What was abundantly clear, however, is that the base engine isn't bad. Nor is the rest of the 2016 Civic, but we'll get to that. The all-new 2.0-liter engine is offered only in the entry-level LX model and in the one-rung-up X. It is said by Honda to both weigh less and have reduced internal friction compared with last year's 1.8-liter, while kicking out an additional 15 horsepower and 9 pounds-feet of torque. The totals are now 158 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and 138 pounds-feet at 4,200 RPM. In true Honda i-VTEC fashion, power builds in a linear crescendo, with no lumpiness or lack. Just as sweet is the 2.0-liter rorty Honda sound that's pure sound, without synthesizing or amplification, which permeates the Civic's well-insulated cabin with every full tilt run up to the engine's 6,700 RPM redline. And rev it hard we did. Since it's none too quick, expect a 0 to 60 mph time in the low 8-second range. We just clocked the turbocharged 2016 Civic at 6.8 seconds to 60, with its 174 horsepower and 162 pounds-feet of torque. The 2.0-liter also has an old-school Honda charm that the 1.5-liter standard CVT automatic dulls a bit. If character counts, the 2.0-liter makes a case for itself. The other reason to respect the base Civic is that it offers a manual transmission like last year, though it's restricted to the price-leading LX. Honda representatives have told us that we can expect more Civics, including the 1.5-liter turbo, to offer a stick shift in the future, but the development resources for now are focused on bringing out the other Civic variants yet to appear, including the coupe, the 4-door hatchback, the SI, and the Type R. While the new 6-speed gearbox doesn't feel quite as sweet as the one in the 2016 Accord Sport, it's far from sloppy, with clearly defined gates and short throws, and it's paired with a nicely progressive clutch. It certainly beats the CVT, which is optional on the LX and standard on X models and above. The lack of any form of manual ratio selection via paddles, shift lever, or otherwise seems a bit of an oversight on Honda's part, although Sport mode keeps the engine whirring closer to its power peak if you're feeling frisky. And no, it's not the same CVT that has recently been recalled in the 2014 and 2015 Civic and Fit. Like other Civics, the base model turns in quickly and rotates with heroically little front-end push, although all of the model we drove would benefit from more tire grip. Other than 16-inch wheels and 215/55 series tires versus 17-inch wheels with 50 series tires, there is little that separates the chassis of 2.0-liter cars from their turbocharged brethren. They do weigh some 150 pounds less, however, much of which comes off the front axle for somewhat improved front-to-rear weight distribution, 59.6/40.4 for the 2.0-liter compared with 61.3/38.7 for the 1.5-liter. The Civic 2.0 also has a refreshing sense of lightness and sharpness, the slight dead spot in the steering notwithstanding. We offer more opinions about the Civic's newfound goodness and some of its shortcomings in our instrumented test of the top dog Touring model, which comes with many more gadgets and gizmos, as well as the 1.5-liter turbocharged engine. Whether that engine is the more desirable of the two is debatable, but our positive experience with the 2.0-liter model suggests that Honda has once again taken up the cause of building basic transportation that doesn't feel basic.